Well, it's interesting you say that, and Piyush, I'll come to you on that, because we've already heard BJP leaders expressing skepticism about whether the Aam Aadmi Party can last and whether it can succeed beyond Delhi. Are you all nervous about the Aam Aadmi Party?
First of all, thank you for inviting us today, and nice to know that Derek's team, that's the Member of Parliament's team, has just lost a cricket match to the journalists. And that reflects the state of affairs that we are in. In any case, the political establishment is taking a lot of bashing right now. But I think you have to look at the big picture. This particular election, about 589 seats went to the polls. The BJP won 407 out of them. That's close 70%. In the history of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and in fact, I do not recall any other election where such a large victory in any assembly election or set of assembly elections was won by any party. Clearly, good governance has come center stage. But I think that came center stage a few years ago when we saw the UPA 2 take charge, and then we had a series of issues that came into public domain and were debated all over the nation. And contrary good governance was shown, a contrarian good governance was shown in Gujarat, when Mr. Narendra Modi literally stood for a person of high integrity.
I knew you'd take this debate to Gujarat.
and a person who demonstrated that he can actually give growth, he can actually give inclusive growth, he can create a state which has 1% unemployment, the lowest unemployment in the country, which attracted all industry, which attracted...
I asked you about AAP, not Mr. Modi. We talk about Mr. Modi as well. We always do.
No, I'm talking about your subject, the good governance. So good governance has come into the frame. Good governance has come to stay, and it's a fantastic phenomenon. Because that's what my party stands for, and we believe the nation is looking for. We must compliment the Aam Aadmi Party. They've done well in their debut. And it remains to be seen what the frontiers can expand. Because even when you look at the Delhi result, it's restricted to the central Delhi. Most of outer Delhi does not seem to have reflected the same opinion, which in a way is more rural. So we'll have to see to what extent they are able to expand their frontiers. We wish them well. I think if the theme of the next election is going to be good governance. At a lunch a few minutes back, somebody mentioned to me that your fight will be probably more in the urban areas with the Aam Aadmi Party than the Congress having lost the plot on governance. So we are happy, we are ready to face any challenge, and for us, we have a leader with a proven track record.
But let me ask Manish, before I come to Mr. Bhushan, why did the Congress decide to extend support to the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi? It came as a bit of a surprise. You sent a letter to the LG.
Well, I think, since Piyush has started rattling off statistics about how many seats they won and how many seats they lost, let me try and sort of look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that after the 2009 general elections, there are 29 assemblies which went to polls. Out of those 29 assemblies, the Congress won 12 out of them. The BJP won 8, others won 8, and one assembly in Delhi is obviously hung. So therefore, given that paradigm, it's all very well for them to exult about this victory which they have, and they legitimately have a right to pontificate on that. But if you were to step back and look at the bigger picture, it doesn't really look all that bad. Be that as it may, coming to your question as to why did the Congress party really decide to extend support to the Aam Aadmi Party, if you personally ask me, and this is my personal opinion, I'm not speaking on behalf of the party, I don't think that we should have done it at all. I think it's really between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Aam Aadmi Party to try and find a modus vivendi to form a government in Delhi. Insofar as the Congress is concerned, we ruled for 15 years, or we governed for 15 years. For good, bad, or the ugly, people have rejected us. We should accept the verdict in all humility, try and introspect, and try and see as to how we can reconstruct ourselves. So if at all,
so there is...
If at all, well, as I said, that's my personal opinion. The Delhi unit may have had a different opinion. They've gone ahead and actioned that opinion. But be that as it may, I think the responsibility of providing a government in Delhi, first of all, is of the Bharatiya Janata Party. which won the maximum number of seats. Second is of the Aam Aadmi Party, and this is not the first time that we've been in a coalition situation. We've been in a coalition situation in this country for the last 20 years. So if people are going to step back and say that just because, we didn't get a clear majority, so therefore there should be no government, then there would have been no government in this country in the last 20 years.